Hi, Moninda. This video is going to try to hopefully help you out with graphing using the slope-intercept form. Now, in the previous videos on Khan Academy, you probably saw this equation, y equals mx plus b. M, that variable, that number, represents the slope of the line. And if you remember, slope is rise over run. How does this line move, right? B in the equation stands for the y-intercept. So a y-intercept is where, so suppose we have a graph. So I'm going to make a very rough graph here. I make a graph, and I have a line that goes something like, maybe it goes something like this. So this is a line that has a positive slope because it's going up. As we go from left to right, this line is going up. This point right here, that's the y-intercept. Okay? And slope tells us about how the line moves. So this is what we mean by rise. This is what we mean by run. So there's the run. This is the rise. So slope tells us how we can get from one point on the line to another point on the line. Okay? So rise over run is the slope. Y-intercept is this point right here. And all y-intercepts have the form 0, comma, and then whatever that y value is. Okay? So let me show you some examples. Okay? So here's the equation. Y equals 7x plus 5. Y equals 7x plus 5. This number, this m here, is the number that is in front of x. That is our slope. So our slope here is 7. If we wrote it as a fraction, we would say it's 7 over 1. This right here, the 5, corresponds to this b right here. So this is our y-intercept. So our y-intercept is the ordered pair 0, 5. Okay? So based on just looking at this equation, I can tell if I could draw a very, very rough graph. I could say, all right, I know two things. One, I know where it hits the y-axis. It hits right here at the ordered pair 0, 5. And then the next thing I know is that it rises 7 and it runs 1. So if I was going to try to graph this, I would go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it goes over 1. And so I have this ordered, this point here, and now maybe I'll use a different color here. I'll use gray. Now I can draw this line that has a slope of 7 and a y-intercept of 5. So the 7 tells us the slope, the 5 tells us the y-intercept. Let me give you an example of another equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, so let me get rid of this. So suppose I have an equation, y equals negative 3/2 x minus 2. So it's in the form y equals mx plus b. So remember, m is where the slope is, and b is the y-intercept. So if we look at our equation here, the negative 3/2 right here, that's in front of the x, that's our slope. So we have a slope of negative 3/2, which means the line goes down 3 and over 2. And then we have a y-intercept here. This is the y-intercept. And so this would be the ordered pair 0, -2. So my slope is -3/2. My y-intercept is -2. So again, if we could do a very rough graph, maybe here is where this is 0, -2. And then our slope tells us, because it's negative, it means that it goes down 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it's going to go over 2, 1, 2. So our next point is right there. And if we drew a line, because now we have 2 points, now I can draw, oh, sorry, my line is not very straight, but I could draw a line through those 2 points, and now I have the line that goes with my equation. Okay, so let me give you another example of a slope-intercept form equation. Y equals x minus 4. And I want to know the slope and I want to know the y-intercept. Well, there's a number in front of the x here. It's the number 1, right? We can't see it, but it's there. So this equation has a slope of 1, like the number 1. Then it has a y-intercept of -4. So it would be the ordered pair 0, -4. So that means if I graphed this, here is, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's where 0, -4 is. And then my slope tells me that the line, because I can write this as 1/1, that this is my rise and this is my run. So I can, from this point right here, I can go up 1 and over 1. And I can keep doing that. I can go up 1 and I can go over 1. And now I can draw my line. Okay? So all I need to do, if I want to identify slope and intercept, is by looking at the equation. So let me give you a couple more examples here. Let's see. I'll open up a new page here. Okay, so let me just give you a few more examples. Y equals 5/3 x minus plus 1. My slope is 5/3. My y-intercept is, so my slope is 5/3. My y-intercept is at 0, 1. But I can also write a linear equation like this. Y is equal to 4 minus 3x. Now remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. But I can also write it as y is equal to b plus mx. I can switch things around and it's not going to be a problem. So the -3 here, that's my slope. My slope is -3. My y-intercept is here at 4. So this would be the ordered pair 0, 4. Okay? So that's how I can look at any equation. So suppose I have the equation 3x plus y is equal to 2. Now what you should notice is that this equation is not in the form y equals mx plus b. X and y are on the same side of the screen here, on the same side of the equation, so we can move it. We can do some algebra. We can subtract 3x from both sides so that we can get, because we would like to get y by itself. So if I can get rid of that 3x, I get y by itself. So I get y is equal to 2 minus 3x. There's my slope, -3. There's my y-intercept. And that's at the point 0, 2. Okay? So just looking at the equation, I can tell what the slope and the y-intercept is. Y is equal to -1/4 x plus 7. My slope is -1/4. My y-intercept is at 0, 7. Okay, so last thing. Suppose you're given some information, like you're told that you're given the slope. You say slope is -5. Y-intercept is 0, 4. And they want you to write an equation in this form. Y equals mx plus b. M is the slope. B is the y-intercept. So now I just plug the numbers in. Y equals, I've been told that the slope is -5, right? That's what my slope is. So I'm going to put -5 for m, and then I'll put x, and then my y-intercept has been told to us. The y-intercept is here. It's 0, 4. That's our y-intercept. So I'm going to use green. So since it's a +4, I put +4. And there's my linear equation. The equation is y is equal to -5x plus 4. Okay? That's all you got to do, is plug in the numbers where the variable should go. So this is where m goes, and this is where b goes. Okay? I hope that this helps you out. If you have any other questions, let me know, and I can make you more examples, and I can give you more information. Thanks for watching.